Way the situation how you want. The loving that you claim is just a four-letter word. The third letter's inviting, so visualize the verb. You curve thought ways when you're handling the candelabra. So you're sitting on a baby grand, transmitting like you made a man. But you paint a funny face like a chick. When I see you, I'ma tell you quick that
it ain't all good. And that's true. Things ain't going like you think they should.
I can't believe we built this large pizza pie together, no pepperoni. Yeah, you wanted extra cheese, sometimes I gave you extras. How we divided slices like the Red Sea theory. I was Moses hopelessly scorned by your thorns, Zipporah. Tried to bring that fairy tale life, you wanted horror. But my microscope couldn't see a cope with that. I had to bolt from that and left it dead in the sea. It's better for me, I'm satisfied with repping for D.
We were certified hot, then dropped to lukewarm. Now we back up in the spot, claiming never been gone. Niggas who cut us off wanna reattach us now.
Them girls who brush us off say they want some numbers to dial.
Yeah, I give that ass a number and some lumber to pound and catch a curve from my kid.
Won't show me love if I break.
So stick to the same plan. Don't come shaking my hand like we peeps. It ain't beef, but be sure to understand between us it ain't
all
on.
good. And that's true. Things ain't going like you think they should. It's all on you. It ain't all good. And that's true.
Telling you what's going on, or maybe they sick of maybe something's going on that they not telling you, and you may find out behind, getting involved with having physical contact with them, intimate contact with them, and you find out later, you go to the doctor that you have an infection. You find out it's some kind of infection that only women have. You go, what? Anyway, you're taking a chance that something's not right. If you can never ever you go out with this woman for at least a month or 2 months. Most women, I guess they're gonna have a weave. It'll last them for about 3 weeks, maybe a month. After about 3 weeks, it's gonna start looking kind of tough, raggedy, and they're gonna have to go back there and go redo it. But you should see some natural signs of something somewhere, right? If you don't, man, you're taking a risk. You're taking a big risk that something is not right. And if they can't tell you what's going on from the start, then I don't know, man. To me, you're setting yourself up. Anyway, you'll be taking on the cost and upkeep for the illusion at some point. This is expensive right here, man. Stuff gonna cost me $500-600 every time they go. This girl right here probably paying what, $1,000, $800 or $900 every time she get this done. This stuff is expensive, man. So I don't know. I mean, depending on the hair you get and all this stuff is, man. It's but guess who's gonna be paying for this? You. You. But what if you can't afford it? See, the problem is, what if you can't afford it? Now, if you can afford to drop that kind of money on just her hair, then that's cool, man. I mean, that's your woman. You want to drop $1,000 on her hair? Hey, that's you. You got it. You got it to drop. That's cool. It ain't gonna hurt your lifestyle to do it. Then that's your decision to make. But the rest of us, man, we can't afford no drop, no $1,000, no $200, none of that stuff on this stuff, man. I mean, you should help your woman, have her looking the way you want her to look. If you want to help her with a wig, yeah, that's cool. You shouldn't. I'm not telling you shouldn't help her look the best, her best. But what I'm saying is, this stuff, it's expensive, man. And you gotta come. If you can't afford it, then you got to chip in what you can afford. This weed might just stop right here, man. It might stop right here, it stop up here, or the curls like stop right here, right? You can't afford no $900. You probably can afford $100, $200, right? At least until you make money, right? Man, whew. Don't take on nothing unless you know everything about it. You should never take on no responsibility of nothing unless you know everything about it. You should learn all about the weave and what it costs and how much it costs, and if you can get it done cheaper and whatever, you should learn about that. Otherwise, if they say to you, I need money to do this, and they don't want you to know what they're doing, then you say, I can't help you. Oh, man. If you don't see a woman's natural hair, without their natural hair on, man, there's certain things you won't be able to do. And certain you know intimate acts you ain't gonna be able to do because it's not her natural hair. Certain things you ain't gonna be able to do, swimming, you know, sweating. Certain things she gonna shy away from. So that's gonna make her less interesting because she can't do none of this stuff, man. You can't just tell her, hey, look, I got a room in San Diego. Let's go run down to San Diego. Let's go swimming. And, you know, we just sit up by the pool. We'll chill. We'll eat something. We'll go listen to some music. And then, you know, you know, have fun and kick it. They got a pool down there. We could swim. We could just, you know, dip in the pool. You can't take this woman to do that. Her hair ain't going to get wet. They're gonna get wet, and it's gonna be a complicated issue for them to do it. If they do, they only gonna put their feet in. I mean, they just not that, man. They just not fun, man. I don't know, man. Maybe they got some weave where you can get it wet. I don't know, but to me, I don't know, man. It's just an added problem if you can't afford it. If you can afford it and you can afford to have the stuff that you can get wet, that's different, man. But the average cat, man, you can't afford this kind of stuff, man. This, you know, these singers and stuff, entertainers, they can afford that $2,000 a month. They can afford that kind of stuff, man. They can just jump in the water, get wet, and all that, and blow dry. Yeah, they can afford. But you, man, I don't know about you, man, but I'm a regular cat, man. I got a regular gig, man. I'm a blue collar cat. I cannot afford this kind of stuff. I don't know. And if you can afford it, that's up to you. Your decision to do it. But just know that if you're not seeing her real natural hair ever, you could have some problems going on under there, man. And you know, you're gonna have issues when you're trying to do different things. You want to know all about a person before you commit yourself to them. You know what I mean? If you don't want to know as much as possible, man. I mean, I ain't saying you gotta do a credit check and a background check on all of them and all of that, but I'm saying you want to know as much as them internally as you can, their spirit of them as you possibly can. See, a lot of women are good actresses, man. They can act like they know what you like. Once they figure out what you like, oh, you like a woman with long hair, whoop, they at the beauty supply getting the long hair. He like a woman with short hair, whoop, they got short hair. He like a woman that's talk like this. He like Muslim woman. He like a Christian woman, good Christian woman. Hey, they act like what you like, so you like them, right? But you need to know the real person. You need to know the real person, and most people will show you who they really are if you got your eyes open. You got your eyes open, man. When this stuff like this right here, you'll see, man. This is covering up something. But you ain't paying attention because you say, oh, this girl is so beautiful. Yeah, man, but why she wearing a hat and it's 90 degrees outside? That don't make no sense, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about what's going on, man. You got to have your eyes open, black man. When you get in these relationships with these black women, man, a lot of them are not in their right mind. So you gotta be thinking. Don't pay attention to this beautiful face, man. These beautiful women, they beautiful, man. You gotta look past that. You gotta test their heart and test their character. Trust me, bro. They'll let you know where they stand. And then once they let you know where they stand, then you gotta decide, man, whether it's worth it to get involved with somebody that's not up to your standards, or because you're gonna teach them if they can be taught. But if they can't be taught, you know, what they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You know what Jesus say? I came to teach the willing. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You can only teach the willing, man. Yeah, most of these people ain't gonna want to hear what you got to say, man. The weave is working for them, and that's what they're gonna do. Okay, but you better check that. You better check out that Naomi Campbell. See how the weaves went for her, and a couple of other models, and Countess Vaughn. Check out how that went down. Yeah, and weaves are something else, man. You gotta let your hair breathe, man, at some point. Anyway, Yeah, you want to know everything that you can to know. So you got to test their character, man. I don't know. I gave you a couple tests. I remember I gave you the trash test. I gave you a couple. A couple things you could do, and just ask questions. Most women will talk to you if you ask them questions. Just ask them questions. Test them. See, what would you do if there was $1 million out there, and but it was, you know, we had to, but there was somebody in a burning building. You had to leave a burning building and grab the $1 million. What would you do? If she say, I would grab that $1 million and let the person burn up. I mean, those you got to think, man. You got to start testing these women, man, so you can see. You don't want to spend time with people with bad character. I don't care how good they look. A lot of these women look beautiful, man, but the character not right. And if we keep taking them, they're not gonna never change their character. So we gotta let them go. Be with people that can respect the character they got, and we need to be with character, with people with good character. Anyway, finally, it's just not good to have simple things hidden from me. You don't want to have secrets in the beginning, man. And I'm not saying secrets. I mean, what I'm saying is, this, you're gonna find things out. You enter in a relationship with somebody, you start talking to somebody. You ain't gonna know everything. They ain't gonna give you the whole life story. For example, many women have been abused, raped, molested. They're not gonna usually tell you that up front for the first couple of months or so, until they feel very comfortable with you. So it's a lot you ain't gonna know from the beginning. I'm just telling you just simple things you could look for. I'm not telling you to go dig out their whole life story. No, you just want to know their character. Just because they've been through an experience of being raped, molested, or something like that, that don't mean they got a bad heart. They might have a good heart. So, but you got to make sure that their spirit match your spirit. But you got to have a good spirit too, black man. Don't come up to somebody with a bad spirit and then you want them to have a good spirit. You have a bad spirit. No, your spirit should match her spirit. If your spirit is good, then don't settle for nobody with a bad spirit. I'm telling you, these are things that you show somebody's spirit is off. Their spirit ain't right when they got these things going on. So that's all I'm saying to you. You need to either investigate more, or you need to just say, hey, look, let me let this person go. Be with somebody who they evenly yoked with, spirit wise. Yeah, but it's not good to have simple things, start out having things hidden. For something like this here, you should after a while see a natural, it's like certain natural things you should see after a while. You should see somebody, if you're going out with somebody for a while, at some point they should excuse themselves to go to the restroom. That's a natural thing. You should see that at some point. Not be in the room with them, but you should hear them say, oh, you know what, excuse me, I need to go to the restroom. That's natural. If you're with somebody for months and months and they never go to the bathroom, something is wrong. Something is wrong. You should see these things. Anyway, the next thing, tattoo overload. I mean, tattoos everywhere, right? Tattoos everywhere. You gotta excuse this image. I know it might be children watching, but I had to put this out there, man, so you could see this is bad. This is bad. And and as a matter of fact, you know what? Let me take this out. Okay, we're going to do 4 things for us. Actually, I'm going to do 5 things for us. Number 1, rate this video. Give us a rating. Let us know if you like what we're trying to do. Tell us what you think and what we can do to improve, to make the people get better, because that's the ultimate goal, is to get these men and women to stop going to prison and start building better black families and better black people, so we can all be better people on this planet. Next, give us your comment. Tell us what you think and what we can do to improve, to help the people get better. Like I said, that's the ultimate goal. If you think what we say makes sense, talk about it and leave us a comment. We appreciate that, and that'll get the ball rolling, and then we'll start talking about some of these tough issues, and maybe we can do something about them. Next thing is to like this video. If you like what was said or something we're doing, we would like to know that you support us. We're not asking for donations, just a push of a button. That's all we ask for. A few clicks of the button, a few clicks of the mouse mouse, a few clicks of the mouse, and then you know, it'll show us that you support what we're doing. Share this video. Next thing is to share this video. Share this video in your social network. If you like what was said or something we're doing, please share this video on your social media network and talk about it with your friends. If you think people need to hear this message, then please share it as much as possible. Thanks for your support. Yeah, just share as much as possible this video with, you might have a nephew or cousin that needs to hear this kind of thing, or you might have people in your own network that need to hear this, just on your social network. Just please share it as much as possible. And the last thing is, remember, we have the Urban Male Life Skills Boot Camps. That's our flagship program. We have other things. We have the home study course. We have the worksheets and workbooks. But this is the flagship program to help our people try to get better, so that we can stop having these young men and women go to prisons, particularly the men, because once we get the men, then I believe that the women will follow. So once we get them to stop going to prisons, then the women will follow, and then it will bring our community closer together, and we can stop being in a pitiful condition we're in and start standing up and doing some things to help our people get employed and have better lifestyles. So anyway, those are the things that we need you to do. We will ask you to do. Please help us in this cause. Thanks a lot.